What makes a hero? Is it godlike strength? Is it slaying monsters that haunt the nightmares of mortal men? Or is it surviving the darkest corners of your own mind? We all know the name, Hercules, or as the ancient Greeks knew him, Heracles, the strongest man to ever walk the earth, the son of Zeus. But his greatest legend wasn't born out of glory. It was born out of blood. It was born out of madness. And it was orchestrated by the Queen of the Gods herself, who wanted nothing more than to see him broken. To understand the 12 labors, you must first understand the unforgivable crime that started them. And the goddess pulling the strings from the shadows. Before he was a hero, Heracles was a target. Born from the infidelity of Zeus, the king of the gods, and a mortal woman named Alcmene. Hera, the queen of Olympus, despised the boy. He was a living, breathing reminder of her husband's betrayal. When he was just an infant, she sent 2 venomous serpents into his crib. But Heracles wasn't a normal child. He strangled them both, laughing as if they were toys. Hera realized she couldn't kill him easily, so she waited. She waited until he was a man, happily married with children. And then she struck. Hera infected his mind with a divine, blinding madness. In his hallucinations, Heracles believed his home was being attacked by his worst enemies. He fought back with all his godlike might, but when the madness cleared and his vision returned, the enemies were gone. On the floor lay his wife and his children, slain by his own hands. Consumed by a grief so heavy it could crush mountains, he sought out the Oracle of Delphi. "How do I cleanse this blood from my hands?" he begged. The oracle's answer was a death sentence. He was to bind himself in servitude to his cowardly cousin, King Eurystheus, for 10 years. He would be forced to complete 10 impossible tasks. If he survived, his soul would be purified, and he would be granted immortality. These are the labors that broke the man and forged the god. Labor number 1, the Nemean Lion. King Eurystheus, terrified of his massive cousin, hid inside a bronze jar and delivered the first order. "Bring me the skin of the Nemean Lion." This wasn't just a large predator. It was a monster with golden fur that was completely impenetrable to mortal weapons. Arrows bounced off it like twigs. Swords snapped against its hide. Realizing weapons were useless, Heracles cornered the beast in its dark cave. He didn't use magic. He used raw, brutal strength. He wrapped his massive arms around the lion's throat and strangled it to death. Using the beast's own razor-sharp claws to skin it, he returned to the king wearing its indestructible pelt as armor. The legend had begun. Labor number 2, the Lernean Hydra. Eurystheus was furious Heracles survived. Next, he sent him to the swamps of Lerna to kill the Hydra, a massive, venomous serpent with 9 heads. But there was a catch. Every time Heracles severed a head, 2 more grew in its place. He was drowning in a sea of fangs and toxic blood. Realizing he was losing, he called upon his nephew, Iolaus. As Heracles chopped off a head, Iolaus used a burning torch to cauterize the stump, preventing it from regenerating. He buried the final immortal head under a massive boulder and dipped his arrows in the Hydra's poisonous blood, a decision that would haunt him decades later. Because Iolaus helped, the king refused to count this labor, raising the total from 10 to 12. The labors weren't just about brute force, they were designed to humiliate and exhaust him. Labor 3. He spent an entire year chasing the Cerberus Hind, a sacred deer with golden antlers that could outrun an arrow. He had to capture it without shedding a drop of its blood, or face the wrath of the goddess Artemis. Labor 4. He trudged through freezing snow to capture the giant Erymanthian boar alive. But Labor 5 was pure humiliation. The Augean stables. King Augeas possessed thousands of immortal disease-free cattle, and their stables hadn't been cleaned in 30 years. The stench was lethal. The king ordered Heracles to clean it all in a single day. Eurystheus wanted to strip Heracles of his dignity, reducing the great warrior to a stable boy. But Heracles used his mind. He didn't grab a shovel. He used his monstrous strength to tear 2 massive trenches into the earth, diverting 2 nearby rivers. The rushing water crashed through the stables, washing away 30 years of filth in a matter of hours. He then used a pair of bronze castanets forged by Hephaestus to scare away the razor-feathered Stymphalian birds. Labor 6, shooting them from the sky. He wrestled the maddened Cretan bull, Labor 7, to the ground. And he captured the flesh-eating mares of Diomedes, Labor 8, by feeding their cruel master to them. He was unstoppable. But the final tasks would take him to the very edges of the known world and beyond. Labor 9, the belt of Hippolyta. Heracles was sent to retrieve the magical belt of the Amazonian queen. Surprisingly, Hippolyta respected Heracles and agreed to give it to him. But Hera wouldn't let him succeed easily. Disguised as an Amazon, Hera spread a rumor that Heracles was kidnapping the queen. A bloody battle erupted, forcing Heracles to kill Hippolyta, a tragic misunderstanding orchestrated by the gods. Labor 10. He walked through the scorching deserts of Africa to steal the cattle of Geryon, a monstrous giant with 3 bodies. It was so hot that Heracles famously aimed his bow at the sun and threatened to shoot it. Labor 11, the apples of the Hesperides. To get these golden apples, he had to find Atlas, the titan cursed to hold up the sky. Heracles offered to hold the heavens so Atlas could fetch the apples. Imagine the weight of the universe resting on the shoulders of one man. Atlas tried to trick Heracles into holding the sky forever. But Heracles, proving again he was more than just muscle, tricked the Titan into taking it back. Labor 12 captures Cerberus. The final task, a descent into the Underworld. King Eurystheus was certain Heracles would never return from the realm of the dead. His mission, bring back Cerberus, Hades' 3-headed watchdog. Hades, surprisingly reasonable, agreed, but only if Heracles could subdue the beast using no weapons, no sword, no arrows, just the lion skin on his back and his bare hands. In the fiery pits of the underworld, Heracles wrestled the guardian of death itself. The beast bit him, its snake-headed tail struck him, but Heracles held on. He squeezed until the massive monster yielded. When Heracles dragged Cerberus into the throne room of King Eurystheus, the cowardly king was so paralyzed with terror he begged Heracles to take it back, declaring the labors finally complete. 12 impossible tasks, 12 journeys that pushed the absolute limits of the human body, mind, and spirit. Heracles began his journey broken, a man drowning in a sea of his own guilt and divine madness. But through blood, sweat, and sheer unbreakable will, he cleansed his soul. He proved that even against the wrath of the gods, human resilience can triumph. Heracles didn't just earn his immortality, he forged it with his own 2 hands. The myths of ancient Greece aren't just stories of monsters, they are stories of us, of facing our own inner demons and impossible labors. Which of the 12 labors do you think was the most terrifying to face? Let us know down in the comments below. If you want to journey deeper into the world of ancient gods and forgotten legends, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep the myths alive.